been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Ball again on 2nd down. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
That's to Davis. He's got it. Touchdown, New York. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Zerline good with a PAT, and that makes our score 17-0.
Chargers, nothing. Redzone, the kickoff for the Jets.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Cannon now elects to bring this out. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Herbert on first down now. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 37.
And the Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Looking Austin Eckler's way again. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. This is a counter play. Eckler. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Here's Herbert. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets are going to get the football here at their own 23. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Asante Samuel Jr. there finding his way to the ball for a stop and a tackle behind the line of scrimmage. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Wilson. Can't get away, and he's taken down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. These guys are going to advance in these playoffs. They're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And that one complete downfield to Allen. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Herbert back to the air. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen has as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with a 17-7 lead, maybe they're just looking to get into the locker room. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They go play action with Wilson. Quick slant, caught by Moore. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Play action. Now Wilson. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Final play of the half, it's Wilson. And he'll find Hall. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Cannon now elects to bring this out. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. So they've got the football and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. So they take the deficit into the lockers. You know they had plans to receive the football. A nice drive, instead a fumble on the kickoff.
And that can be demoralizing right there because, as you pointed out, they had designs on coming out and, okay, we're going to change things here in the second half. Instead, with a deficit already, they cough it up, and now they've got to find a way to keep the score from mounting bigger against them.
Tackle made by Everson Griffin. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Touchdown, Jets! Tyler Conklin, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Cannon now elects to bring this out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Well, this is caught by Williams. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Complete to Mike Williams. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 37-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
It's a gain of 8. And the Chargers, 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Herbert now. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 1st and goal. They got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
72 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
And the Jets, 1st down.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And check down, complete to Hall. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll work this down inside the 30.
First down, Jets.
They'll give to Hall, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
The Charger drive about to get going. After the turnover, here's Herbert. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Working with a 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, Herbert. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. That catch moves him over 100 yards now for this wild card game. And a 1st down as well.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
This has been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for them. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for them here.
Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10. Right at the 50-yard line. He'll give it to Hall to start the drive. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
Right at midfield. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Wilson. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now.
Here's Wilson. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. But normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Nasir Adderley that time making the tackle. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Wilson. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
A 41-yard attempt.
Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Intercepted by the Jets.
Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
Straight ahead is Hall, and he is going to lose yardage here. Joey Bosa so strong, able to fight his way in there to make the play. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
No, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Wilson. This pass out wide to Hall. He's got the first down and more. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Hall. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
A nice run right there, and we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of, and here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year. And look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say that this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed when you turn pressure up in the postseason. So let's see how he handles things early.
And he's going to be shot back short of the goal line. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
Carter. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 4th and goal as they look to finish this one off. Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, back into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown.
That right there, Charles, is your exclamation mark. They already had the nice lead on their way to a victory, but one final touchdown here to widen the margin late in the 4th quarter.
Let's make it pretty simple. When you can seemingly score at will, why wouldn't you take advantage of being in that zone and getting one more to cap off this game?
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Cannon now elects to bring this out. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
By Jermaine Johnson. An 8-yard loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Ashton Davis. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Here we go.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right?
61. Let's go now. Let's go now. General. Here we go. Let's go. Huh? Down. Set. Ready. Red. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Orbit. Exit. Here we go. Set. 80 weapon. 80 weapon. Echo. Ready. Ready up. H3 218. Chop. Ready up. Here we go. Pilot 64. Okay, break. Recon 132 fighters. Hut up. Ready. Grace don't travel. Grace don't travel. I said it. Let's go. Go. Charlie. Let's go. Set hut. Protein spill. Wahoo. Set. On the set. 66. Hey,